everyone out there in TV land. My name's Ollie, the Purple Ostrich, and I'm here today with Mr. Teng. Hi, Mr. Teng.
Hey, Ollie. Hey, friends. How you guys all doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm well. I'm glad to be here hanging out with you, bud.
I'm happy to have you here. We're ready to do some math.
Let's do it.
What are we doing today, Mr. Teng?
So our grade 5 mathematicians have been working on multiplication, division, working with whole numbers and decimals. So today we're going to take a look at a little bit of a transition with something that we're familiar with, a lot of us are familiar with, to be able to kind of think through some of the math.
Okay.
So if we think about an everyday thing that we might be looking at, it could be money. And so when we talk about money, we know that quarters are worth 25 cents. So when we talk about being able to multiply, we're going to use this to kind of help us build our understanding just a little bit deeper.
Okay.
So here is an array of quarters. Remember, an array is, it's built like this with length and width, and we have equal numbers of rows and columns.
Got it.
What is the total amount of money in this array? All right. So let's go ahead and try to figure this out.
Oh, we got this. Well.
So go ahead. What do you notice?
Well, what I know is that 4 quarters equals $1.
Oh, okay.
Does that help us, Mr. Teng?
That does.
Okay.
So we know that 4.
And those are in rows of 4.
Yeah.
So that might help us.
So 4 quarters equals $1. What else do we notice?
What?
What else do we notice?
Well, we notice that there are 4 rows of quarters.
Okay.
And there's 4 in each row.
Yep, there's 4 in each row. So we have an array of 4 by 4.
4 by 4.
So then how many quarters do we have altogether?
Well, we could do 4 times 4.
Yeah, because that would be the array. 4 times
work?
4. And that equals 16.
That's 16.
So we have 16 quarters altogether. And we know that 4 quarters equal $1. So every time we have 4 quarters, we have $1. So one way we could solve this is saying 16 times 25 cents, or we know that each group of these
Yeah,
would be
let's do it that way. Each group's $1.
So we have 1, 2,
3,
3, and
$4.
So let's go ahead and let's say this
So
is
total amount of money.
$1, $2, $3, and $4.
4.
So all together we have a total of
$4.
$4.
There we go.
And we were able to use a lot here to explain our thinking. We said 4 quarters equal $1. We know that we have 16 quarters all together. So we could count that way, or we can, every time we have 4, we have $1. So I can count 4, 4, 4, and 4. It's $4.
There we go. We got it. We're so smart.
Okay, but well, wait, there's more.
No, sweet.
Because we're going to use this array to help us.
Okay.
So we know that because we're so familiar with quarters and we know that 4 of them make $1, 2 of them are 50 cents, we could use a lot of that information to help solve some of these.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and start with the first one is 4 times 25. Well, we already said that 4 quarters, 4 groups of 25 equals
$1.
100.
100 cents.
100 cents, right.
Yep.
So right now we're using our understanding of the quarters like we did in our last problem to help us solve some of these multiplication problems.
We are so smart.
Which aren't actual decimals, but we are using that idea of 25. So the next one says 6 times 25.
Well, the next one actually is 10 times 25.
Oh, you're right. I went down instead of over.
No one's judging you.
Okay, so help us figure out 10 times 25. We have 10 groups of 25.
Let me think about this. Help me out, Mr. Teng.
Well, I know that multiplying by 10 means we have 10 groups of it, right? And every time we have that, we know that we're multiplying it by 10 or having 10 groups. So if I have 25, 10 groups of that would just be 250.
Oh, that makes sense. 250.
But I love that we were able to do that one quickly, and some of these we can use some mental math strategies to really help us out.
There we go.
And the other ones we can use what we know to help figure out what we don't know. Let's do a couple more together.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah, let's just do C and D, and we'll call it a day.
Perfect.
All right. So C says 6 times 25. Well, what do you know about 6 compared to 4?
Well, 6 is 2 more than 4, and 4 times 25 was 100.
So if we know that 4 times 25 equals 100, and we know what 2 times 25 is, because that would be either a half of 100, or we need double 25, that would be
50.
So we can add both of these up because 4 plus 2 equals 6, and 100 plus 50 equals
150.
150. Awesome. But guess what? We're going to use a similar strategy here to solve 12 times 25.
Wow.
So our 5th graders at home right now, some of you might be saying, there's no way I can solve 12 times 25. But I think you can.
I believe in you.
Based on what we have here, we already know how much 10 times 25 is. We said 10 times 25 is 250.
250.
Ollie, can you tell us what's the difference between 10 and 12?
Well, Mr. Teng, 12 is 2 more than 10.
Right. So we have 10 times 25, and that equals, we said, 250. We used our mental math strategy to figure that one out. And then if we have 2 times 25, that we said was just going to be 50. So
Add
now
them up, Mr. Teng.
we can add up 250 plus 50 equals
300.
300.
Oh, there we go. Look at us using mental math.
Awesome. Hey, great job, Ollie.
Yeah, we're pretty great, aren't we?
Yeah, let's go spend some of that money.
I love it. Maybe we'll get some candy.
Let's get some candy.
Girls and boys, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time on Math Home and Calper Shorts. Bye-bye.